Clackamas County Clerk Sherry Hall is having a news conference right now.
Replacement ballot with the exact same choices as the unreadable ballot. And I want to thank, first of all, our Board of County Commissioners here in Clackamas County for their support. And I especially want to extend my gratitude to County Administrator Gary Schmidt, who just stepped right up to the plate when I had to let him know about this problem. And he's taken steps to reassign county employees from other offices to work in elections to get this monumental task done on time. Our election certification day is June 13th, and we're striving to accurately finish this ballot counting on time. With the help of this Administrator Schmidt, we also are kind of doubling our workspace. You've all been in the office to see the big ballot processing room where we have all the activity going on, and we're now going to expand into another very large room, which is really the lunchroom or the cafeteria for the building. And it's being secured, and there's cameras that are being installed so that we'll have the same features as we have in our regular room. And all of the ballot counting and duplicating is being done in accordance with state law. The process is spelled out in the Oregon Vote by Mail Manual, which you can pull down off the Secretary of State website and go to page 38, and that is the process we're following. This is a very unprecedented situation, and with scores of county employees unfamiliar with the process, we are going to have to do some training. So each morning, probably with new ones that weren't there the day before, we'll have to spend some time doing that. Our teams are working right now, and the change in state law allows for ballots that are postmarked on or before Election Day to be accepted up through 7 days past Election Day. This morning, we did our first pickup at the post office, which we do every morning, but this was the first one after Election Day that we've ever done. And we picked up 31 trays of ballots, which is a huge number. As of last night, we had received 91,547 ballots, which is 29.89% of our total voter number. And to add 31 full trays to that really brings the turnout up a lot higher. And with those numbers, if you're interested, we will post again today at 6 p.m., which will include all of the ballots that were picked up at the drop sites last night at 8 o'clock. And probably not the mail ballots, because those have to be kept track of separately since this is a new process for the elections office. And we want to keep track of how many after Election Day mailed-in ballots we will be accepting. So those won't be on tonight's total. Got to keep my notes straight. As I saw our results last night, which were posted, and it showed only 10,300 and some ballots being in that result, I thought of all the candidates who are maybe not close at all in Clackamas County, because that's very few, but just, that really want to know quickly if they've won or not. So we are going to strive to get this work done as quick as we can. We posted our first results last night, and we will be posting at the end of every day as we're working until the end of the counting. And my goal with this, and both my office and Clackamas County, we strive to do this very accurately and on time. And you can watch what goes on each day. And I don't have anything more to say, but I will take questions. So go ahead.
Sherry, what happened last night with the results not posting to the Secretary of State's website?
You mean after ours were posted and then we send the results to the state? Okay, that is called ENR, Election Night Reporting, and all counties submit their totals to the state because they're shared districts across county lines, and that way the state has the totals for each of those. And there was somewhat of a technical glitch because we have to enter those numbers by hand. Some counties can just upload them from their website. We cannot do that because the kind of marrying of our system, which is HART, and the state voter file or the ENR site, it's not smooth yet. This has been going on for 10 years, and we've always had to hand enter. They were hand entered last night and then submitted, but it didn't work. And so my person was in touch with the state person who does that, and they had to be entered again, and it just took some time. We don't plan for that to happen again, but it did happen last night.
Help was offered, we're hearing from the state and from China that help was offered in advance and that you didn't respond to those requests, or you said, I'll think about it. Why was help not offered, or why did you not accept help previously?
Okay, what kind of help are you talking about? Staffing?
Sure, staffing, resources, yeah.
Okay. Well, there's logistics that have to be taken into consideration. I called our county administrator, Gary Schmidt, the day that we realized this happened, and that was on May 3rd. That was the day we started opening ballots. And his first response was, how can I help? What do you need? And he offered to deploy county employees from other offices to help us with that, which we did start using on the 11th, which was last Wednesday. We've had redeployed county staff in our office working ever since then. But they're working shifts basically because it's something they're scheduling in between their own schedule and their own office where they work. But starting tomorrow, we plan to have a lot more employees. But the Secretary of State did call me on the phone, and she just offered all kinds of things. And she's never been to our office at that point. And so she was offering different things, and I said, why don't we wait till tomorrow when you come in? Because she did come in yesterday and spent, I think, a couple hours. She saw our floor plan. She, knew what we were doing at every point. And then she did offer more help. And now County Administrator Schmidt has offered up to 200 employees from county offices. So that's what we would like to try to do first. But we do know that if we still have empty slots, we can go to the Secretary of State and take them up on their offer. And their offer was for their own staff from the Secretary of State's office, or they've reached out to a few other counties. And so we have some other options, but we're going to see what the staffing is tomorrow. And it's not something we just instantly know, because you kind of have to look at your space, how many tables, how many chairs. And now that we're moving into a larger room so that we'll have 2 rooms full, we're expecting to use about 100 employees in each room each day, for each shift, I'm sorry.
It sounds like county leaders, including the board and Judy Smith, are putting the blame of this on you, saying that you should have accepted the help earlier. Is that fair?
Well, I do know that Chair Smith said that. I'm not sure if she knows the day that we started using county staff. She has been very supportive, and there's been a lot of discussion that you've been able to listen to. But this is kind of brand new. We've never had this happen before. We've never had to duplicate 2/3 of our ballots, and it's huge. And we also have other things we're doing. And yesterday, when I realized that results had not been posted at 8:15, I was out with another person. We were picking up a drop box, and I came back and I realized that. But it takes 25 teams of 2 to close the drop boxes. So we've just all had a lot to do, and hasn't really been time to just sit down and figure out. But we did some of that today, and starting tomorrow, I'm kind of expecting it to go according to schedule with extra help and until we're done.
Sherry, it sounds like you guys had an inkling that this would be problematic for at least the last 2 weeks. Can you speak to the seeming lack of urgency to come up with a contingency plan, including staffing, and the possibility that there would be massive delays?
Why we didn't come up with a plan at the very beginning?
It seemed pretty clear that this would be a monumental task given the amount of ballots that would need to be hand duplicated. Why the seeming lack of urgency in addressing it ahead of time?
It seems that way, right? Because last night's results was only 10,000 to 300 or so ballots. We have spent a lot of time just kind of trying to figure things out. There's been a lot of interruptions too. The press really has been in the office a lot, and there's lots of interruptions. But this is going to go better from tomorrow on.
Are you blaming the press?
No, I'm just saying there's a whole bunch of things that have just come up that have had to be addressed, and you guys are great because you get the word out accurately, right?
Hey, Sherry, so yesterday, Schmid sent out a press release saying, basically things seem satisfactory, and you even said during an interview that that was the most exciting part of the day, that she had come to visit, and then about 12 hours later, she sends out another statement basically admonishing the whole process. So my question, what was your initial reaction when you saw that statement last night? And was there any indication during her visit yesterday that she was displeased in any way?
She was very pleasant yesterday. I was really happy to have her there to see our operation for the first time and to see our layout and to kind of understand more of everything we do and what order. I really have no comment to her press release. I never make comments to anything like that.
Did she call you today? Have you talked to her at all today?
I have not, but 2 people from her office were in today.
I'm wondering, we heard from somebody today who said that they were working in a team of 2 yesterday. They spent 6 hours, got through 144 ballots. Did you initially think that the teams that you had would be enough to get through all those ballots?
Are you talking about the duplication?
Yes.
Okay. We didn't know. First of all, the turnout has turned huge because at the beginning, I think Monday night we posted total received as 21.48%, and it's going to go to 35 or more. And again, this is our first time having to address this huge of an issue, and we have gotten lots of support and lots of help, and we're moving forward, and June 13th is not that far away, but we still plan to get it done by that day.
Have the signatures been verified from everything that was dropped off after 8 p.m. last night?
No, we usually do that, but our ballot drop box people were out yesterday morning about 8 o'clock, and then again about 2:30 or 3 in the afternoon, and then again last night at 8 o'clock. And the numbers of ballots are just way more than usual, and so we go in order of where, what we have. But the process for that is the ballots come in, they all get put into trays facing forward. The person who runs the machine that sorts the ballots into batches of 125, those were all put through that, and then all of those ballots were signature verified. And then sometimes there's a ballot, or more than a few actually, that the signature doesn't match or they forgot to sign it. So we put that batch through. We remove those ballots from the batch because they have to have second look plus. And so then they're shot through again, and that's the actual count of the number that we accept. And so that's the process it goes through before we can put that number on how many we've received.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you said yesterday that the team was going to stay as late as possible, as late as needed, to verify all those signatures, and that process is sometimes taking.
We would have been there till noon or longer today,
yeah.
And that was because of
the
it was because of the volume, right?
You're saying throughout the night, like it
yes.
Later. Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we also have to give our staff at least 8 hours off between shifts, or they will be paid overtime the whole next shift. And so that was another consideration.
Has the county approved overtime?
There's rules to follow with all of that. I can approve overtime for all of my staff that's directly under me, but the county directors and employees have been asked to volunteer to do this, and so it's up to their supervisor or director who approves all of that. It's not up to me. And that's why, there's kind of some logistics to figure out with all of this, because need to know how long we can keep them working in elections, and that's kind of up to their boss.
That was Clackamas County Clerk Sherry Hall talking about the ballot issues, about why there's so many thousands of ballots still left to count, what went wrong, and what's going to happen, what it's going to take to fix it. One of the things she talked about is having turnout that far exceeded expectations, not realizing the extent of the problem, how long it would take to process it, and then getting other employees from other county departments in and getting them trained to do this. And it sounds like it is going to take quite a long time to get through these 100,000 or so ballots.
Well, because they might have to keep retraining employees every day, depending on who they get every day. So feeling the heat out there.
Yes, she is.
In Clackamas County. You can go to coin.com to listen to more of that interview and get more information. We'll be right back with more election news.